How you guys doing? Good? Good.
How was that brought?
It was good.
It was good.
Good, yeah, I enjoyed it.
Good. And ketchup was your choice? For that?
Yeah, ketchup. They told me to put some mustard the next time, but so next time I have some, I'm going to put some mustard. But it was good with ketchup.
We got to hear Dame for the first time in front of the media, and he talked about a conversation that you guys had that I'd like you to touch on. About it's great, you know, on the headlines and on paper, you guys being on the same team, but you still got to put in the work.
Yeah.
I want to hear that from your perspective.
No, it's obviously having a guy like Dame on the team. It's unbelievable. Knows how to play the game. Plays the game in a high level. Built from the same cloth. Wants to win. Is extremely hungry. I've been here 10 years and we've been doing things quietly. We kind of been moving under the radar, and now, with this kind of move, it brings a lot of, attention to the team, and there's a lot of hype around the team, and obviously I believe, and I think people believe that we are one of the best teams in the East. But at the end of the day, it's not about what we believe or what people believe. It's about what we do. So going into the season, we gotta build good habits. We gotta be on the same page. We gotta lead this team, but we gotta play the game. That's why it's a game. We're not gonna attack the game. We're gonna play the game this year, but we gotta stay locked in. Obviously, as I said, there's gonna be so much hype around us, and probably a lot of more TV games, a lot of conversation about it. But like, at the end of the day, you don't win a game or you don't win the championship by making a move and joining the Milwaukee Bucks. You win the championship when you're the last team standing. So at the end of the day, we have a great team, a guy that can play, great guys. Everybody can play. Brook back, Chris is healthy, Bobby, all the guys that can go for days. But we have to play. We have to play the game. We have to be on the same page. We got to get better from day one. Got to be focused in training camp, and then kind of build habits from game 1 to game 10 to game 50 to game 80, and hopefully when we get to the playoffs, we exactly where we want to be, and we give ourselves a chance to win a championship. But not to talk too much, we gotta play the game. We cannot talk the game.
We'll open it up to questions now in the room. Again, name and affiliation before your question. Let's start with Jim.
Jim Lazarski, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Good to see you, Giannis. I realize the tenor of the conversation this summer are things you have said before about championships, commitment to winning. Why was it important for you this summer to, I guess, reiterate those messages about wanting to see a commitment to sign an extension either now or in the future?
It's something that I say every year. I think I've been saying that since from the moment I became leader of this team. I've been saying the same thing. At the end of the day, I want to win games. I'm not comfortable in any shape or form. Like, I want to play, I want to win championship, I want to be the last team standing. And at the end of the day, like, if I'm going to sacrifice, time away from my family, time that I'm on the court, time in the film session, I need everybody to be on the same page, and I'm not just talking about my teammates. I'm talking about, the whole organization, everybody on the same page. At the end of the day, we are here to win games. We are judged in winning games, right? So I want to win. I always wanted to win. I still want to win. And it's always going to be like that. Until I retire, it's always I want to be a part of a winning team. And I feel like, I hope everybody feel that way. I do feel that way. And, from the team, I definitely see in the last couple of years, I've seen the commitment from the team that they're doing whatever they can to make this team a championship level team. So I'm happy. I'm happy to be able to wake up every single day and come to work and know that I have a chance to win a championship instead of just coming here and know that there's no way we're going to make the playoffs. So we are going to be one of the worst teams in the NBA. Like, I don't like that feeling. I like having kind of looking forward on something that's bigger than me, greater than me, and every day that I wake up and every day that I'm going to wake up moving forward, that I'm going to be with the team, I want to feel like I walk in here and I have a chance to win a championship.
So this was a broader comment for you. It wasn't like there were people or aspects that you felt weren't living up to the commitment.
No. It's the same, Jim. It's the same thing I say every year. I can go back. We can pull clips. I say the same thing every year. As long as the team is committed, as long as people want to win, I'm here. And if I feel like that is not, is not the case anymore, I want to win. It's easy to be with a team. Easy. It's not easy. It's easy to just kind of get comfortable in a team and be here 15 years, 20 years, and just make a living and feel good and feel comfortable and the city loves you. Like, no, I'm a winner. I want to win. I want to win. And as long as I can, as long as my legs can go, as long as I feel good, as long as I can lead this team, I want to keep on, being in a place that I can win.
Eric?
Eric Name, The Athletic. Hey, Giannis. I guess just for you then, speaking to that, does a move like this make you feel more reassured? Like, does trading for another top 75 type player make you feel better about that commitment?
Yeah, obviously, big trade. Having Dame here is definitely we add on levels to our team, and we, as you said, top 75. One of those guys that can score 60, 70 in any given night, All NBA, All Star, MVP caliber player. But at the end of the day, like, Drew was a big part of who we were, and even with Drew, we had a chance to win. But I still understand, like, now we have Dame on the team, and Dame is a great player, and I'm looking forward to play with him. And he's hungry, as I said. He's out there. He's hungry. He wants to win his first championship. So I'm excited that he's on the team, and definitely I feel like the team have showed, like, they've showed that they're committed to win a championship. So I'm happy.
Let's go, Steve.
Steve McGarkey, Associated Press. You say they've shown their commitment. At this point, I know in the reports this summer you had said you would wait till this summer, next summer, to decide on whether to sign an extension. Even then, you weren't sure. At this point, has that changed, or what's your intent right now?
Obviously, as I said in I don't know where I said the article. I don't remember where I said it, but I said, like, it did not make sense to sign a contract right now. Like, because money is not important. A lot of fucking money is important. So I'm gonna sign it next year. But no, at the end of the day, again, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense for me to sign it right now. I gotta, always look what's the best for me and my family, and for my situation. But at the end of the day, like, I want to be in Milwaukee back for the rest of my career, as long as we are winning. It's simple as that. Like, what do you expect me to say? To be in Milwaukee back and be a loser? That's never gonna come out of my mouth. But as I said, the commitment for me for the team it's there. But this year, it did not make sense. Anyway, any place you put it doesn't make sense for me to sign this year. Hopefully, I can have an offer. I have a good season, and the team have a good season. We win a championship, and everybody's happy, and everybody is being taken care of next year. And an offer is there on the table, and hopefully, if there's an offer there on the table, maybe I can take it.
Jamal?
Jamal Collier from ESPN. How you doing, Giannis? I want to ask you about your thoughts about your coach, Adrian Griffin, and what has your relationship been like with him this summer, getting to know him? Kind of what just are your general thoughts about him? How excited are you for him to be the coach?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I know he's extremely happy to be a Milwaukee Buck, extremely happy to coach this team, a great opportunity for coach. So far, I've had a great relationship with him. He's always checking in on me. In any shape or form, he comes and touches me, talks to me, texts me, calls me. It makes me feel, puts me in a good place. Sometimes you need, like, to have people around like that can bring the best out of you as a person, but also as a player, because they really care about you. So you go out there and you play, you give the best for them. But again, I think this is a great opportunity for Coach Griff, first-year coach. I know he's going to give everything he has, and we are here to kind of follow his lead and do whatever it takes to help this team and help him be great. And help us win a championship. I'm excited to be coached by him. And as I said, so far it's been great. It's been great. He's so involved with everybody, not just with the vets, also with the rookies. Try to touch everybody, talks to everybody. It's it's great so far.
Let's go, Lily in the back.
Lily Zhao, Fox 6 Milwaukee. Giannis, just how different is this season going to be without Drew, just not only on the court, but just your relationship with him, his family, and obviously his leadership in the locker room?
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot different. We missed a great player, but most important, a great human being. His energy was contagious. Like he was always positive, always happy. Whenever you came around him, you always felt good. It was a guy that you always felt great to go to war with. Um, Close. I was very close with his family. My family was close with his family. So we're definitely gonna miss them. But at the end of the day, like everything that Drew did here on the team, 3 years, it's never gonna be replaced. No matter what happens, no matter who comes, it's never gonna be replaced. He's always gonna be a champion forever. He's always gonna be one of my best friends, one of the best teammates, the best human being I've ever met and ever played with. I wish him nothing but the best. I think the city of Milwaukee, the Bucks, the organization, we all love him. We thank him for everything that he's done. Wish him the best in his journey with the Boston Celtics. Not against us though, against the rest of the league. But at the end of the day, he's a guy that even in our community thrived. He did so many things in the community. It's a guy that's definitely going to be missed. And me, from the bottom of my heart, I love that guy. So we're not the Milwaukee Bucks. We're not champions without that guy. And again, I wish him the best.
Chris.
Chris Haynes, TNT, NBA TV Bleacher. Giannis, you're not a guy who goes around working out with other star players, fraternizing. You don't click up with a lot of players from around the league. But I know you and Dame had a relationship over these years, and you guys have always talked and stayed in communication. What was it about him that were able to draw you guys together just on a relationship basis before even this happened?
I feel like we are just the same people, just different size. You know, he plays with a chip on his shoulder. He plays to win. He's built from the same cloth. How can I say? But like whenever I saw him, I admired his game. I loved how he plays his game. It's so effortless. Anytime I see him in the All-Star game, like that's the most of the time that I, kind of see him. We haven't worked out together or anything or hang out or go to dinners and stuff, but I always see him in the All-Star game with his family. And it's a guy like one of the best in the league, one of the best point guards in the league, probably if not top one, top two shooters in the league. Incredible. And it's a guy that you always, if you had the chance to play with, you will always love to play with. But I never imagined that he's going to be here in Milwaukee and he's going to be playing with the team this year. I'm excited for him. I'm happy for him. And hopefully we can have a great season. We can both stay healthy and go do what we do.
Jack?
Hey, Giannis. Jack Maloney, CBS Sports. Damian's obviously one of the best pick-and-roll guys in the league. And it's easy to envision that partnership with you and him. When I asked him about it, he said he's been trying to figure out just how could teams possibly stop that. Just curious, have you thought about those possibilities and what sort of impact you can have as a pick-and-roll partnership?
I think we got to figure it out. We got to go to the film room, sit down. I got to watch the way he plays. I got to know where he wants the ball. I got to know where I got to give him space. We got to figure out how teams going to play because right now you don't know. Like, I don't know how teams going to play me. Are they going to go try to go under? It's going to be a mistake. He's going to shoot lights out of the ball. Are they going to go over? I'm going to roll. Are they going to try to make him shoot a floor? Like, you don't know. You got to, kind of from training camp, kind of feel what teams are going to do. And hopefully as we move on forward, we figure out, our chemistry becomes better and better and better. But at the end of the day, we got to get in the film room, I gotta understand like everything he does. I gotta know him better than he know himself. Like I gotta know the spots that I gotta give him space. I gotta know the spot that I gotta go set it roll. Or set it and pop. Or sometimes like he has to understand when I want the ball, or when I get the rebound, he gotta run with me. Like we gotta watch film together because we have to expedite, our chemistry. We cannot just wait to play in training camp and then play in the first game of the preseason game and then we figure things out. We got to get in the film room and try to talk with one another and see how can we click, how can our games come together. But at the end of the day, I know that we're both willing to kind of be ourselves and kind of let the other guy be himself because I need Dame to be Dame, and I think he needs me to be me. But at the end of the day, like we have a guy that can read the pick and roll, can shoot behind the pick and roll, can make the right pass. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna work. It's gonna be fun for me. I think like it's gonna be a lot of open, looks for me, which in a couple of years now I haven't had. And I think it's going to be some open looks for him. So it's going to be exciting to see how we can work together, and not just me and him, the whole team. Like the whole team, we got to work together and figure out how can we get our teammates involved and put them in the right position to be successful. But at the end of the day, we got to study the game. We got to study the game because right now, like in Portland, the way they played, it was totally different. The way I've learned how to play is totally different. I know how to play with Chris. I can close my eyes and play with Chris all day, but this is totally different. Now, players come together, guys got to take a step back, guys got to sacrifice some stuff, guys got to play within their roles. So that doesn't happen if we don't watch film. We got to watch as much film as we can, and hopefully when the game starts, we exactly where we want to be.
We've got our last question, far back right. It's Tony.
Tony Cartagena, WTMJ, ESPN Milwaukee. So often throughout an NBA offseason, you hear, whether it's nationally or online, no one wants to come to Milwaukee. Obviously, you guys have done a great job with free agents. You just landed Dame in the trade. So I guess from your perspective, 10 years here, what about this city and what about this franchise is that outside are missing out on, and what kind of makes this city something you've been committed to for as long as you have been?
For me, it's very different for everybody. It depends what you're looking for. Like if you're looking to win and you're looking to come to an organization that it's all about winning, a culture that we've built here is family-oriented. Everybody comes here to get better. We have great training staff, great coaching staff, great front office. I think we have great leaders within the team that play the right way. We're not about the extra stuff. We just come here, do our job, and go back home to our kids. It's a great city. It's a city that allows you to be locked in basketball. It doesn't have a lot of distractions. And that kind of helps me excel in my career and do what I do in a high level. But it depends. For me personally, Milwaukee is a great city. OKC is a great city. Utah is a great city. Denver is a great city. Those cities for me is great, where I can raise my family, kind of normal, and go out there and do my job in the best of my ability. But some people looking for other stuff. They want, I don't know how can I say, they want the fame with it. They want the attention. They want the Hollywood life or whatever it's. They want the palm trees. They want the ocean. They want the jet skis or whatever the case might be. But if you really want to win and you really want to do it the right way, come in, clock your hours in, and go back home. Milwaukee is a great city for you, man. And I'm happy that the team was able to land guys like Drew Holiday and even Brook Lopez, even Chris coming back, and a guy like Damian Lillard.
000 on the clock, Giannis. Your time is done.
Thank you, guys.